Happy Flopsgiving, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Comedy Flops, all you can eat improv. Everything you're about to watch tonight is going to be made up on the spot. The only thing that's pre-written is some of the rules. The rest will come from the imagination of the players and the suggestions from the audience. Before we begin, each month we select a local charity to support, and tonight we are proud to be supporting Tompkins County Workers Center. They're an organization dedicated to supporting and empowering workers and advocating for fair treatment and compensation. If you feel so inclined to give a little money, our donation link is listed below me here, and there is a clickable one down in the description. tinyurl.com/flopsgiving. Any amount helps. There's some additional information down there as well about this month's charity, including links to donate to them directly. Now, let's start the show by introducing tonight's clowns. First on the list, disqualified for biting opponents and being patient zero for Gerber rabies, it's Joe Lobb. Only pack the essentials and never forget your French fry suitcase. It's chance of showers. No. Still looking for the hottest Christmas gift for your violent sociopathic nephew? Look no further than Wormhammer. We don't use CGI. It's all impractical effects. Don't eat the popcorn. And finally, keep your eyes peeled. It's a total eclipse of the Moonman. Moon. And I am your humble host, the conductor of chaos, Rigamarole. If you're wondering why our usual host, Creme Fraiche, is not here, our legal team says we are not allowed to talk about that.
Chaos, Rigamarole. If you're wondering why our usual
I hear
host,
myself
Creme Fraiche,
doubling back.
Here, our legal team says we are not allowed to talk.
Where am I coming from?
It's our legal team.
It's our legal team. Yeah, I don't know. Is that coming from one of you? It's not coming. Okay, yeah, we're good. Anyways, whatever that joke was, pretend that I had a really good punchline. Just quickly before we get going, I only get to host shows on the month that there's a lunar eclipse. The last show I hosted was in May. May 15th, there was a lunar eclipse, and this month, on the 8th, there was a super blood moon eclipse, which means this could be a good omen or a bad omen for the show. We'll find out. Good luck to you guys, because I'm hosting. I'll be fine.
But you're out for the next 3 years, you know.
Oh, so I can't host again. This is the last month.
It's just the last one for 3 years, yeah.
Is there a solar one coming?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
We'll see you in 2025.
Oh, thanks. So, tonight we're going to be breaking down the cast into two teams. They're competing to win tonight's grand prize. Drum roll. It's Creme Fraiche's car. It's a gently used 2015 compact with the keys left in the cup holder and a wire coat hanger ornament. Woo!
Yes.
All right.
I have two teenagers that need a car, so yeah, bring it on.
Well, hopefully your team.
Wait, do we all have to share the car?
Yes. Yeah.
That's gonna be difficult.
It could work. It could work. We could
We'll
make
make it work.
There's
Perhaps-
trunks.
yeah.
There's trunks.
We'll do a
Make it work.
Thursday schedule.
You only have to share it with your teammates. So team 1, French fry suitcase, the Moonman, and popcorn. And team 2, Wormhammer, Chance of Showers, and Joe Lobb. So you only have to share it between 3 of you and your respective families.
Easy.
Got this.
Oh, we've got it locked up.
Does anyone want to give their team a name?
Oh.
Chance of hammer lob.
Great. Team 1?
French mooncorn.
French moon corn and Chance of hammer lob. Great.
Hey.
All right.
One question.
Yes.
Does John actually know about this?
First game tonight is for all the flops. It's called Water Buoys. For this game, from you, the audience, I see Andy's already given us something. We're going to get a vague category where the flops can list a number of associated words, but all the words must start with the same letter. If a flop cannot come up with a word, we respectfully tell them to...
Die.
Yes, die. Now, there's a twist. Any flop may challenge another flop's word. If they don't think there's a good association, then a serious debate sparks, and then I decide who is correct in the matter. So I see Andy has one suggestion down there. Let's keep the suggestions coming. So the first, you've got the order in the chat. I believe we're starting with Joe Lobb. We'll start with the world of the school bus driver. School bus driver.
Okay. Brakes.
The letter is B, people.
Behavior.
Bus?
Back.
Bullies.
Breath.
Bad kids.
Burnt yellow.
I'm gonna need an answer.
Be quiet.
Bratwurst.
You know, I'm gonna challenge bratwurst.
Okay, what's your grounds for challenging
Because-
Leo?
Listen, I take the school bus every day, and I actually know the school bus driver personally, and there has never been any bratwurst, no mention of bratwurst, absolutely nothing to do with the school bus driver.
Well, my uncle was a school bus driver. In Great Neck, Long Island, he drove a school bus of middle school and high school kids. And on a really, really bad day, he came home not needing a drink, but needing some bratwurst. This was a quote from Uncle Murray.
Okay, well we've heard about Uncle Murray before, but what year was that, Andrew?
Let's see. I think he would have turned like 115 this year, so I would imagine it was the mid 70s.
Okay, and Leo, what year are you talking about?
Every year that I've rode the bus since kindergarten.
Okay, so yours is more recent. So I think we have to go with a more recent one. I think time has passed for the bratwurst bus driver. I'm sorry, Popcorn. Have a nice day. Diggity die. I believe up next for the Moonman, we're going with the world of candy.
World of candy.
Candy.
How about chocolate?
Caramel.
See.
Oh crap.
Crap does start with a C.
Crap. Crap. It is crap.
Crap. No, okay.
Chewy.
I kind of crap as a candy.
Unfortunately, Leo already gave one, so you can't challenge crap anymore. Leo beat you to the punch. You gotta.
Okay. I gotta move
You could
on.
toss
huh?
Leo, or you can give us a new term.
Oh, Charleston Chew.
Ooh.
Oh, good one.
Candy corn.
Calories.
Coconut.
Charlie.
Is this? No. Sure.
You're challenging?
Charlie.
You're challenging Charlie.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna throw it down. I'm gonna throw it
All right.
down. Fictional movie. Charlie, we love him. Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's a stretch. Charlie, after a long time, got the Chocolate Factory, and through good graces and doing, being himself, and it's a whole lot, but it's not candy. I mean, it is candy, but it's not candy. Charlie, is there a candy named Charlie? No, there's not. He even though he inherited the candy factory in a movie, which I'm not even sure you're thinking of. I'm thinking of it, but you know, he didn't name anything after himself as a candy, did he?
All right, Leo,
Well,
what you got?
We're talking about the world of candy here. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but when they
Yes.
go into that factory, the best way you can describe it is a world of candy. And Charlie is there. He's the main character of the movie. He is in that world of candy. Therefore, he is in this world of candy.
Okay. Well, tough decision here, but I think I am going to have to go with Leo because Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is also a book. It's not just a movie, and a lot of what Chance of Showers is predicated on was it being a movie. So, sorry, Chance of Showers. Die.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here and lay down, and under the dirt, 6 feet under.
Well, dig yourself up because you're going to be in other games later. Moonman, you have the start of Thanksgiving at Grandma's house.
Thanksgiving at Grandma's house. Hot.
Well, we all remember Thanksgivings where there's some hostility.
Oh boy, there's only one in my mind. Horny?
Okay.
Heavy debate topics.
Humid.
Hope.
Happy tummy.
Human.
Hungry.
Halftime.
Ooh. Healthy.
I'm gonna challenge.
You're going to challenge
Alright.
that, but not horny. Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah, I know that's
We didn't want to hear that one.
Yeah. So healthy. Well, when you think about healthy, you probably think about exercising a lot and maintaining a good diet, a balanced diet. Now, if you look at what's on the dinner table during Thanksgiving, you will see the turkey, the gravy, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes. That's a whole lot of carbs. That's a whole lot of meat. And I don't want to make any assumptions, but Rachel, I don't think you're like a really big bodybuilder in the Olympics now. But that's not really the type of thing someone would eat if every day if they're trying to stay healthy.
well, Leo, you're so young. You're still learning. When you get to be my age, you learn things about turkey, protein. You know what protein does? It helps you stay full. It helps you build muscle. Other stuff. Carbs help give you energy during the day. I don't know. I mean, I know it's a lot to grasp. However, you got green bean casserole. Green bean, as I know it, is a vegetable. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkins grow in the ground as a vegetable of some sort.
Fruit,
Yeah.
Are they really?
seeds.
You're just proving my point. So, I mean, I don't know how you get healthier than green beans, than pumpkin, than turkey. I mean, you know, people go, instead of getting like ground beef, they'll get ground turkey to try to make things healthier. So I'm just saying there's a lot of nuance here that I think you're missing.
Just for the sheer amount of condescension, I think I have to give it the French fry suitcase. Thank you very much, Leo. Die.
Well,
My strength.
time's the charm. I'm out of here.
Next up, Moon, you're rocking it with the starters here. So let's shuffle the deck. Joe Lobb, you'll start the next one.
All right.
I see from a friend, Mrs. Gumby, magicians. The world of magicians.
Magicians. Rabbit.
Arr.
Ooh. This is a hard one. Said rabbit. Um,
Gonna need an answer.
I know. I came back so strong last time. Hold on. Round hat.
Razzle dazzle.
Ooh.
Yeah, that thing about having two when you start is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't. So bear with me here for just a few seconds. Reveal.
Ooh.
Oh God, this is so bad.
You can always challenge.
What? Reveal's really good though. I can't challenge reveal. That's the thing.
Well, don't make his argument for him.
Ramifications.
Okay, let's start with an R.
Rings.
Oh shit.
Good one. Realism.
Didn't think it was coming back to you, but it did.
I know I didn't. I was really it wasn't. Rod.
Okay, it starts with an R.
I'm going to challenge Rod.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we got a challenge. Go ahead, Joe Lobb.
Rod is typically associated either with fishing or with something that's fairly large.
Mm-hmm.
And the word of what the magician holds is a wand, which is out of our wheelhouse because we're not doing W. So I think rod is too much of a stretch.
So, the magician's wand, they're like in a small cylindrical shape with the little white cap and is a cylinder not a rod? Did we not all go to elementary school and have geometry where we learned, prisms, cubes, squares, cylinders, rods? When you think of a rod, what shape comes into your head? Is it not, and if we assign color to said rod, could it not be black and white and full of magic?
Okay, completely ready to make my decision. Although Merlin did use a rod and most likely not a wand, I have to say I'm sorry, French fry suitcase, but the fact of the matter is you brought math, and this isn't about math. This is about magic, and magic doesn't follow geometrical rules.
All right, well, goodbye.
Die a magical death. All right, this is it for the final showdown, and we have a local suggestion from our good friend Andy, and that is exploring the Finger Lakes. And this one will go back to you, Moonman.
Ticks.
T.
Trail.
Tastes.
Tioga County.
Challenge.
Ooh, okay.
Tioga is kind of off to the side. It's not quite the Finger Lakes that are kind of up and above it, and more off to the left even.
If I remember my maps correctly, Tioga County is within probably 15 minutes drive. And if you look at the whole United States and you were asked where Tioga County is, on that scale, you'd have to say it's in the Finger Lakes region. Finger Lakes region includes more than just the counties that are contiguous to the actual lakes. It spreads out a little bit.
Okay. Here is my decision. First off, we went from talking about magic to talking about geography. Come on, gang. Second, you're going to try to give a line across the bottom of Tioga County that touches Pennsylvania. You're going to give that credit for being part of the Finger Lakes of New York? No. Tioga County, because it touches Pennsylvania, is out. It is out. It is not part of the Finger Lakes. Moonman, you win. But this is a sour victory talking about geography.
Would you accept tier Southern?
Tier Southern, yeah. That means team 1. French Mooncorn. 200 points to you. Round of applause to the Moonman. Woo!
Woo!
Next game was originally I swapped out the person who's listed as the person who's guessing for this game because I swapped it out last minute. Is it Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, this is a game for Popcorn with Wormhammer and
Right.
Moonman giving the hints. From you in the audience, we would like a nonsensical crime, an accomplice, and a motive. So Andrew, you will mute us for a moment while they're typing it out in the chat. And terrific. Okay. It appears Popcorn has done something heinous, and it's up to the Inspector Wormhammer and Moonman to get them to confess. Here's what they know. Down in the chat for me, please put a crime, put an accomplice, and put a motive. Crime. And I'd like the inspectors to come on. No, don't come on. You're fine. Come on when you're ready. I believe in you. And I see in the chat, we have Mrs. Gumby saying Tioga is south. No lakes there. And also saying whatever the opposite of mansplaining is what French Fry Suitcase is doing, and I am here for it.
My job to serve.
All right. So the crime will be car theft.
Excellent.
We could do better than that. We can make it a little harder. It's gonna be car theft. Let's make it a compact car theft. Just to call back. It's a compact car theft. Ooh, that's pretty good. Andy has that crazy uncle as the accomplice. The mad uncle is the accomplice, and the motive. Oh, well, that works too. The motive was that he was out of air fresheners. All right. So, to quickly review, car theft, crazy uncle, out of air fresheners. I will wave Andrew back in, and I will disappear.
Hi.
Don't hi me.
Yeah, come on.
I didn't mean to do it, really. It was an accident.
An accident. And you can't do this by accident.
No. This is serious. And look, I'm going to be honest. We don't want to be here. I'm sure you don't want to be here. So you could make our jobs a lot easier and just tell us what it was.
Well, I didn't hurt anyone, did I?
Well,
No.
just the owner.
Ah, I hurt the owner.
Yeah,
Or
a
did
lot.
I?
His feelings.
Might the owner be better off for this? That's my question.
Better off. They were shopping at the mall.
Yeah, maybe
They
better
came
off
out
for
with
the-
their arms full and could only just stand there.
better off for the environment, maybe.
So, well, they bought way too much, and I thought it was up to me to take what they had and give it to charity.
Oh, you took what they had.
Yes,
Just not what they bought today.
what they bought today. Oh, it was their returns. Yes. I no, that makes no sense. I did not take
It was their way to
returns.
return home.
I took their car.
Ding.
Well.
Ding. I can't find my bell. Sorry.
Yes, I took their car because they were just way too showy, and I needed
Well,
to, donate their car to someone else.
You took
I was-
their car,
Yes.
but you couldn't have done it alone. You needed
Not
help.
alone.
No, you needed help. Who was it?
Yes, indeed. I did need some help. I needed someone to create a disturbance while I took the car.
Was someone you knew already? Someone close to you?
Someone, yes, my husband actually was creating a diversion outside the mall. He was doing an interpretive dance.
We've seen your husband, and it wasn't anyone that stable, and it wasn't someone well adjusted.
Ah, so you're saying it was my in-laws?
That's it's not. That's you're in the ballpark.
I
But
am in trouble again.
this
Um,
you've known him since you were a kid, haven't you?
It was since it was my brother, not my brother, someone I've known as a kid.
And I'm not sure why, but the car for some reason smelled like bratwurst.
Uncle Murray. Was it
it.
Uncle Murray? That seems random for an audience member to sign in, but yes, I stole a car, and my accomplice was my Uncle Murray because basically, he needed to get his bratwurst.
Well, that wasn't the reason.
It
Well,
wasn't.
He needed something.
He needed something.
Especially
Yeah.
after the bratwurst.
The other great food love of Uncle Murray's was hard-boiled eggs. But again-
After the eggs too. I mean, you really need it. No wonder you needed it.
Pepto-Bismol. We stole the car because we needed to get to the drugstore for stomach meds.
Well, you could say that it's because of the stomach, but that's
It was the car that needed it.
yeah.
The car needed
It certainly didn't need the Pepto.
the
No.
car did not need Pepto, but it needed some new tires.
It was more of an internal problem.
The car was
Wasn't
having an internal problem. We needed to get it somewhere to turn off the check engine light.
The engine was fine. This was more air quality. After the bratwurst and eggs.
It needed a new air filter.
You weren't going to filter out that.
You were gonna need to.
We needed Lysol to spray the air.
Yeah, something a little more permanent, not a one shot.
A little Christmas tree shaped air freshener hanging from the mirror.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I guess that all makes sense, but you're gonna have to. You're gonna pay for this.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've already paid for it by driving around with my Uncle Murray and his bratwurst. But
Yeah, we'll put in a good word with the DA, and we'll see what we can do.
We sentence you to apologizing to your in-laws.
sorry, guys. I really am sorry. You're good people.
And scene. Case closed. Great job. 100 points to both teams.
Nice.
Yeah. Next game. In the chat, please drop a non-geographical location. This game is a favorite of our good friend Joe Lobb. It's the alphabet game. We're going to need Joe Lobb, of course, and FFS, which does not stand for Franz Ferdinand Sparks. It stands for French Fries Suitcase. In this
Oh, you're
game,
gonna say something else.
No, oh, whoops. Okay, yeah. Well, I was thinking of the bands. This duo will be performing a scene based on the location you give us in the chat. We'll also need a random letter for the alphabet to start, if you don't mind throwing one of those in there as well. Otherwise, I'll pick one. There's only a limited number. So they're going to start a sentence with the first letter of the alphabet that you give them, and then they must follow the next sentence by speaking the same, the letter that comes next, sequentially. So if Joe Lobb starts with an A, French fry suitcase must start the sentence with a B, and so on. The goal is to do the scene in 2 minutes. 90 seconds would be ideal, but let's go with 2 minutes. And I am seeing in the chat, we got hospital waiting room on top of a tall building, holding solo to jail, veterinary clinic inside a clamshell. Andy put Mrs. Smith's Pie Factory, which I think is delightfully specific. So Mrs. Smith Pie Factory it is, and your letter is Q. I will disappear now. Bye-bye.
Quite a nice order here. Quit freezing. Really, you're frozen. Stop that. Try entering the room again. Unless you do, I'll have to carry the whole thing by myself. Very impossible for me to do this. What the hell, I'll try anyway. Xylophones can be heard on the music system. You hear them? Zoinks! They're baking pies.
Hey,
we're up to Z. Again, you're frozen. By gum, this is no fun. Can I have some of those pies? Don't deny me, I'm very hungry. Eating would be wonderful right now. Fine smell from those pies. Yep, indeed. Great googly moogly. I've never been in this situation before.
Hey.
Help! I see you move and then you stop again. Just cut it out, will you? Kill me now. Love the smell of those pies. My goodness. You're still frozen. No escape. Oh my God. Please let this be over soon. Quite
hey, and see. Oh man, Joe Lobb. I'll tell you what.
And now it's working.
Is it working?
90 seconds exactly.
Okay. No pressure.
You really did it in 90 seconds exactly. So that was great. But I'm sure you guys could do it even better in reverse.
Of course.
So let's do the original scene, starting backwards. We'll see if
maybe. We started backwards?
Yeah, you're gonna do it backwards
okay.
this time.
I don't actually.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do the alphabet backwards.
Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can't get Chance of Showers. You want to jump in? We'll have Chance of Showers run the scene with Joe Lobb backwards.
Sorry, French fry.
Sorry. FFS. Oh, now I don't know if we have Chance of Showers.
Well, it is only a chance.
I know. Great props to the great Joe Lobb. I cannot keep up with that by any means. I am like worshiping the ground you walk on right now. There's no possible way. I just think we declare him a winner and move on. That was amazing.
Dave, you did a great job.
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
run it with you. I'll do it with you.
Alrighty.
Let me put the timer on the clock. 90. Okay, apparently.
Same
right,
letter or getting a new letter?
Let's start with R. Let's start with R.
Okay.
Backwards. I got 1:30. You think we can do it 1:30, or want me to put it at 2?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. My brain is fried.
That was spectacular.
All right, Mrs. Smith's Pie Factory. Take 2, alphabet in reverse. When you say the first word, I'll go on the clock.
Right. Amazing how we found ourselves in a pie factory.
Quite so, sir.
Perhaps there's some glitch in the matrix.
Oh, I certainly do hope so.
No, that could lead to bad things.
Men have said that to me many times.
Likely.
Kicking it will not help us here. Kicking will not help us.
Just so, it wouldn't.
I find myself stuck in a rhubarb.
How do you like rhubarb?
Greatly. Mmm.
Fine texture to it.
Eat up!
Don't stand between me and my rhubarb.
Couldn't if I wanted to.
Because you'll get trampled.
All right. Take it easy.
Zebras like rhubarb too.
Yeah.
Xenophobes don't.
Well,
Whoa.
we don't want to talk about them.
Very true.
Unless...
Tip of your tongue?
Slimy. But fine.
Really? Doesn't sound pleasant.
Quiet, you. Oh, wait, did we do it? We did it.
Did it, yeah.
Oh, we did it in 90 seconds.
Holy shit.
We had 4 seconds left. Boop.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. Look at that. Dave crushed it today. Good job, Joe Lobb. Everybody give him a round of applause.
Oh, you're too kind.
150 points to Joe Lobb's team.
Woohoo! Very nice.
So, for the next game, we'll need you to put in the chat, we'll need you to put in the chat the name of a movie that should not exist and will not exist, God willing. We are happy to present in this next game footage, behind-the-scenes footage, of what will be the next Floppywood hit movie, Sensation. Yes, you'll get to watch our director, Popcorn, instruct his actors, French Fry Suitcase, God willing, and Moonman in a pivotal scene in this new Flops production. And we'll see, actually, there's a great title of a movie already in the chat, which is One Man Alphabet. Coming this summer, One Man Alphabet. He started from A and made his way to Z. Do we have French Fry Suitcase back, or do we need a sub?
It's looking like we need a sub.
All right. Let's get Wormhammer. Let's get Wormhammer in here. Great. And we will do the brilliant movie The Princess and the Stamp Collector. And I will disappear, and I believe the director will come in and instruct you on your scene, and then you'll do your scenes, and you guys know the rules, right? Go ahead.
Yes, well, welcome cast, and I think you've got your scripts, and we know the name of this, and I think you guys are ready and prime. Take it away.
Damn it, Princess, I need those stamps by tomorrow.
I told you I can only lick them so fast.
I want you to use your wings. I want you to fly up to them, and I want you to lick them, and I want you to bring them back down to the office.
Again? I mean,
It's the
there are
only
only
way.
so many hours in the day. I can't be flying after stamps, all of them.
Well, you know me, Princess. If I don't mail a bunch of letters every day, the trolls are gonna come, and they're gonna take me away to the dungeon.
Why would the trolls be... The trolls are stealing your stamp collection?
No, they don't know how to write, and they want me to write letters to their mother, but they can't write, so they make me do it. And if I don't do it every day, they put me in the dungeon.
Okay, cut. I really do admire your approach to this, and I see the emotions between the princess and the stamp collector. It is all, somewhat touching. However, princess, the fact is you are a princess, but you are also turning into a zombie in the middle of the movie, and I don't think you're reflecting that transition enough right now. So go ahead, take it away, but more princess turning into zombie like. And
Question:
action.
Should I also turn into zombie, or am I good on that front?
No, I think you've been good so far, but I think the fact that she's turning into a zombie you might reflect that in your performance.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Damn it, princess! I need those stamps by tomorrow.
Okay, is it hot in here?
I don't think so. I have the air conditioning on. The goblins like it that way.
The goblins.
Yes. Is everything all right, princess? Are your wings still working?
I enjoy the goblin brains. That's all.
Very well, princess. Well,
Brains.
oh gosh. Imagine that the stamps are goblin brains. That's a little too close. And you need to go get them.
Okay, cut. Yes. The zombie is bringing on some action right now, but in fact, I think we've missed the mark that this film is intended to be softcore porn also. So it needs to be good enough to be able to play on an airplane and people not shield their children's eyes from what they're seeing, but I haven't seen enough of the softcore porn playing itself out. So, please, in 3, 2,
Hey,
1.
actually, I'm sorry. I'm from the casting department. We've had to replace the stamp collector with another person. I'm sorry, the contract isn't working out. So, stamp collector, I'm gonna have to go. New person, stamp collector, come on in.
Big dream job. What the hell, man?
Yeah, well, talk to your agent. It's not our problem. New stamp collector. Yep.
Am I stamp collector?
Yeah, your new role is stamp collector. Thank you. Your agent's a lot easier to deal with.
Oh,
Yes,
cool. I
so-
haven't gotten the script or anything because, my internet just came back on. But we'll.
Okay, well, I will catch you up really quickly. The
please
story is the
I don't
princess
want
and
to,
Mhm.
I'm so busy.
Yes. We hear you. We're glad you're in makeup and ready to go. We've had a couple of takes. The story, as you know, is the princess and the stamp collector. And we've lost our new stamp collector.
You know what? I'm sorry. It turns out I'm the stamp collector now.
There you go.
Okay, so softcore porn.
Softcore porn, zombie flick, and action.
Princess, I need your help. Easy. Not here. I need you to lick my stamps for me. I told you, not here. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, no, not like this. Not here.
And cut. That's a wrap, guys. You've so captured all of the nuance of this relationship. I think we can take the film, and this is a Sundance winner if I've ever seen one. Great job.
Right, I think I need a drink.
And that is director's cut. Thank you. Points to Leo's team because Leo stepped in. And we have another game coming up, I promise. Oh, we don't have a game coming up. This isn't a game at all, because when I tire from games, I think it's important to find a respite from the madness and sample a tale of misery, of triumph, and buffoonery from some of these fine people here. So tonight, our bards will be Popcorn and Joe Lobb. They will tell a story, the subject of which you will write down in the chat for me, please. There is a catch, however. We're playing Would I Lie to You? It will be up to you to determine if one of them, or both of them, or one or the other, is lying to you. And don't worry, you will have help. Chance of Showers will be grilling each of them on the veracity of their statements. The game is Would I Lie to You? And their stories will be about. To the chat I go to look. How you both feeling? Feeling good about lying or telling the
Loosen
truth?
up. Loosen up.
Well, yes. I'm ready.
Good. They're coming in, don't you worry. Anyways, great job rallying everyone with the internet problems. Everybody's pulling it together pretty well. Okay, I am not seeing any suggestions in the chat, so I will come up with a suggestion. Your suggestion will be about money. Your suggestion will be about money, and we'll start with Popcorn. It's about money.
Okay. I used to, I grew up in Brooklyn, and I used to take the B train to Coney Island every day to go to high school. So there was a time that I was waiting for the train, and it's the elevated train. It was on Bay Parkway and 86th Street to Coney Island. And on the ground in front of me, on the train tracks, was a $20 bill lying there. And I was with a couple of friends waiting for the train, Ida Miller and Karen Solomon, actually. And I said, whoa, there's a $20 bill down there, which in high school days, that was a very real and meaningful thing. So the train back then, there was kind of no warning about, the next train's coming in 3 minutes, coming in 10 minutes, anything like that. But you would see in the distance the two yellow lights coming, and we couldn't see the yellow lights coming. So Karen and Ida each held on to one of my legs by my ankle as I leaned over onto the train tracks, grabbed the $20 bill, and we had the $20 bill. And that is my story.
Oh my goodness. You madman. All right. Joe Lobb,
Yes.
I'll have you ask the questions after Joe Lobb tells his story.
Well, originally I was going to tell a similar story, but we don't want similarity here, so we'll tell a different story. After I finally settled on theater as what I wanted to do, I applied to a bunch of schools and accepted by two of them. One of them was about a quarter mile from where I was living in Boston, and the other was in Dallas, Texas. I had never been to Dallas, Texas, and I knew the neighborhood cold, so I decided to go to the place that I had not gone before. And packed up, lock, stock, and barrel, moved to Texas, spent 3 years learning a lot of things. It was the type of school where everybody does everything. It was not a conservatory where actors would only act and tech people would only do tech. Everybody, as I said, did everything. So I found myself in the costume shop. I found myself on set crew. I found myself running lights. It was a wonderful preparation for what would turn out to be my future career as a one-person department, because if you're a one-person theater department, the buck stops with you. And I had to take out a loan to do this. And this was back in the days when dollars were worth a little bit more than they are now. It ended up being about $7,500 to $8,000 for the entire 3 years. Now they did pay us a small stipend, but not barely enough to make ends meet. And so when I graduated, I did not have a job in theater, and without my saying anything, my parents stepped in and paid off the entire loan in one shot. And, you know, of course, I loved them before, but that really sealed the deal. And so I made it my project over the next few years when I actually did have jobs to pay them back. And we all felt good when I made the final payment. I was so grateful to them. I still am grateful to them. They didn't have to do that. There were 3 other kids beside me, and they all had their own expenses, and they just stepped up like champs. Kind of brings a tear to my eye, but that's my money story.
Well, thank you very much, Joe Lobb. Let's get all the flops back on the screen, if we can. It is time for the Grand Inquisitor to do their questioning. So, Grand Inquisitor, ask away, whoever you please.
Well, first, I would like to start with our good friend Popcorn, as he began first. And Popcorn, I did take the time as a Zoom privilege to make some notes on each story. And I would like to know, could you please repeat to me the names of your friends that were with you that day?
Ida Miller and Karen Solomon. Karen, however, now goes by Kayla Solomon. So if there was any, follow up there, but back in that era, she was Karen, so I referred to her as Karen.
Okay, thank you. And could you again tell me whose picture was on the face of the bill that you were picking up?
It is the same person that is on the $20 bill today, whom I am clueless. Is it Benjamin Franklin? I don't know.
The clue is it's a president.
Okay, well, that is very telling and very American of you.
That is telling.
Yes. And again, what train were you attempting to travel on, sir?
Yes, it was the B train, which is currently called the D train. But in my high school era, it was the B train from Bay Parkway to Coney Island.
So you're saying, sir, that the train has since seen a plastic surgeon and went from a B to a D?
I don't know why. I think it's actually a larger cup, but yes, it was a B and now it's a D.
Okay, so perhaps more can fit into the train now than it did then.
Yes, but yes, indeed.
Okay. Mr. Lobb.
Yes.
For you, I have the question, and kudos, sir, to you to continuing your education and becoming the best that you could be in all that you can encompass. Cheers.
Thank you.
So, sir, the school in Texas that you attended, what was the name of the school?
Yes, it's complicated. It was the Dallas Theater Center, and it was a working theater. But at that time, it was associated with Trinity University in San Antonio. I've actually never been to San Antonio, even though that's the city on my degree. They were at one point associated with Baylor, and at one point they were a freestanding conservatory. But when I was there, it was Trinity.
And what is the degree that you ultimately achieved?
Master of Fine Arts.
So MFA.
MFA, yep.
Of
Fine Arts.
Of theater?
In theater.
Specific? In theater.
Theater,
okay.
Yeah.
And what year did this take place?
I finished my classwork in 1981 and wrote my thesis in 1982 and got my degree in that year.
Okay. And what kind of car did you drive at that point?
I rode a bicycle.
And did you have a driver's license?
I did, but no car.
Okay. What brand of bicycle did you drive?
I don't remember. It was stolen, in fact, from a house nearby the theater center.
Interesting. Interesting. And, sir, very important question. Your parents are married, were continue to be continuously married?
Yes.
And did they both work?
No. If you discount being a housewife.
Well, a mother's work is never done. We don't need to. Yes, it's absolutely.
She got no salary, but she worked very hard.
No argument for me. What is it your father did for?
He was a history professor at Cornell.
Okay. And you're saying was there prior knowledge to them paying your loans in advance?
No, complete surprise.
How was it a surprise?
When I graduated, felt, oh my God, I need to get some salary because I have this loan to pay off. And
No, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. How previously to your parents paying the bill was there a coupon book? Or how did you make your payments before the book was, how did you make your payments before the loan was paid off?
Well, it was not a pay-as-you-go deal. The loan payment kicked in when I graduated.
Yes. And how did you make those payments?
Well, I didn't.
When he was in school, the loans weren't due because he was in school. They started becoming
so you
due
never made
afterward.
one payment yourself. Is that what you're telling?
No.
He didn't have to.
Never made one complete payment. Okay.
I think we have enough to go on now for sure.
Okay, no, I have one more question.
One more.
Just one more question. I want to go back to popcorn for just one brief question. I apologize. I know it has taken a while, and thank you all for your gracious patience. Popcorn, the year was 19.
I would imagine it was 1976.
Okay, very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And what were you wearing?
Oh, I was absolutely wearing very tight jeans.
Did they, sir, have a bottom of bell?
No
or
doubt.
Straight leg?
They had a bottom of bell and zippers everywhere.
Okay, I have an answer. Should I declare it now?
Okay, well, everybody's gonna go ahead. So everyone in the chat can now decide. Go ahead, put in the chat. Do you think Joe Lobb or Popcorn is lying to you, and who had the better story? So put both of those in the chat. Who had the better story, and who is telling the truth, and who is lying? Now we'll go here to the flops. Let's look at Joe Lobb first. Who here, with a show of the hands, thinks Joe Lobb is lying? That he's a dirty, dirty liar. Okay.
His parents aren't that nice. He's got to be lying.
Okay, Wormhammer says the parents aren't that nice. I also think he's lying because Joe Lobb's degree is not a Master of Fine Arts in Theater. He's a astronaut. And now, who thinks that... Oh, it's on this side. Popcorn is lying. Show of hands. Just me. I think he's lying because there were no zipper on his pants. Well, I guess there was probably one zipper, but there was a bunch of zippers. And okay, so Joe Lobb, were you telling the truth?
100% true.
All right, so 2 points to Joe Lobb. And Popcorn, were you telling the truth?
Nope.
Oh!
No, there were probably zippers on my jeans that were too tight, but no, none of it was true.
Wow. Okay, so that's 3 points to Popcorn from us. And in the chat we have, let's see, we have Andy saying that Popcorn story was better. We had Mrs. Gumby saying Joe Lobb is telling the truth. Popcorn is lying, but it was a good story. Andy saying Joe Lobb was lying, so I'll put it there. Wormhammer is such a cool guy from Novalox. So Wormhammer, you get a point in this game too.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got a point, but okay. So that means, tallying everything up, we have Popcorn with the advantage by 2. Popcorn, you are the victor of Would I Lie to You today. Great job. Points to, what was your team name?
Weren't they like
French moon corn?
French moon corn. 100 points to French moon corn. We have time for one more game before we take intermission, and this is a game that not even the flops know what's going on. So basically, before the show, not this show, sorry, a rehearsal, I asked all the flops, everyone here, I asked every single one of them to give me what they're thankful for. And I know some of them are shy. So what I've done is I have them here in this bowl. And I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to read them, and then, you can raise your hand and say, okay, that's me, and explain why you're thankful for what you wrote. And if you're feeling shy, well, then I'll just pick someone else to explain why you're thankful for it. So up first, okay, this one. Oh, well, this one, I wrote this one, and this one says, I'm thankful for the flops because they're my friends, and I have so much fun with them. And I mean it. I really do. I definitely mean that, so... Okay. First one up here. I'm thankful that I have full control over the thermostat. Who was that? Who said they were grateful? Okay, that was Chance of Showers. Chance of Showers, you go ahead and explain yourself on that one.
I am so thankful that I have full control over the thermostat because as a woman of a certain age, things are just dysregulating, and it is not a happy time all the time. And I'm glad to walk into one room that's freezing cold and one room that is toasty warm, and I am just so thankful that not only I get to pay the bill, that I get to control the chill. So thankful.
Whoa, nice.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing. This one, I'm not sure who this one is from. I am thankful that all of my underwear are color coded. Who's that one?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, Leo. Yeah.
So, little known fact about me: I like to wear like underwear based on what day of the week it is, based on the rainbow. So Sunday, we start out with red and orange, yellow, green, Roy G. Biv, all the way to purple on Saturday. And I just really like that because I'm thankful because I easily forget what day it is. And when that happens, I just gotta, Tuesday, right, duh, green underwear, how could I forget? So I'm really thankful that really keeps me on the schedule.
The Wally must just mess you up when it comes around every year. All right, I have this one. I'm thankful that all the cars have food for the winter. Anybody want to own up to that one? Does look like your handwriting, Steve. So
Yeah, well, I'm big on feeding the wildlife. Out back, I watch the birds. Out front, I watch the cars. And you just can't let them sit there with nothing to eat all winter. So I may go out and I may feed them on occasion. Not sure if it's always what they want, but it'll be enough to get them through the cold months. Well,
that's sweet. That's very sweet, Moon. Very sweet. I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure whose handwriting this is, but it's definitely one of you three over there. I haven't said anything yet. I'm thankful I have just enough bricks.
Oh, I wrote that one.
Oh,
yes.
you okay? Yeah.
Yes, I'm now I'm new to Ithaca, and I've never really lived in winter before. So I always I love making igloos in the winter. But because I've been snow deprived in the past, I travel with bricks to create my winter igloo. And I have just enough to do it.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that wasn't as scary as it sounded. Okay, I've got another one here. I'm thankful that the Flex Seal family of products are edible. Who's that one?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Well, I'm on a fixed income, a limited fixed income, and so the more things that are edible, the happier I am. So, it's like a little gift that I didn't expect. I mean, when I first bit into one, I thought, oh God, this isn't going to work, but it turned out to be a very nice flavor of raspberry.
That's the power of Flex Seal.
Yeah.
All right, I got two more here, and obviously I don't want to say I don't want to point anyone out here, but I'm thankful that my imaginary friend gives excellent book recommendations. Anybody? No. Well, that could have been creme fraiches. Oh, it's yours, Chance of Showers.
I couldn't help but put a second one in there, and
fine,
I am so thankful that my imaginary friend directed me into the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, because now I have the answer to what is that smell, and it's been a life changer. I recommend it, highly recommend it to all of you.
That's why I don't go to
when you read the book,
when
when you read the book, you'll know. It'll make sense.
I'm not taking your invitation to Christmas dinner anymore. Last one. I am thankful whales don't have legs. Is that anybody's? All right, looks like Wormhammer, that one was yours.
Yeah, I mean, evolutionarily wise, they used to, but I am so glad that those days are over, because whales are the biggest animals on the planet, and I make a lot of soup, and I don't want them getting in there. I don't want them eating the beans. I don't want them eating the rice. I want to keep my soup to myself. I want to keep that in my swimming pool. I want to keep that in my toilet. Not for you, whales. And as long as they don't have legs, they can't eat it.
Well, thank you all for being so open with us and being so vulnerable to the audience. I think that's really great. And we're, of course, thankful for you folks in the audience. And we're thankful now that we're about to go to break. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. We'll see. When everybody gets back here, I'll go back live. Please, if you get the chance, check out our donation link. Will be up on the screen in just a moment. It'll also be down in the comments or down in the description for the rest of the night. But we'll be back shortly, and we'll miss you the entire time we're gone. We are back, everybody, from round one or session one or act one, whatever you want to call us. Thank you to everyone who donated to Tompkins County Workers Center so far. So let's keep going. Our next game is an all play. We don't actually have a name for this yet. I have called it short flips, short flops. We'll come up with a name later. It's basically scenes from a hat or scenes we'd like to see. What we need from you in the chat is short scenes you'd like for us to do, a weird movie, commercials, anything. I've curated a short list here, and I see that they are already coming in the chat. People are ready to go. So I'll do a couple from the list here, and then we'll move on over to the chat. And the first scene we'll see from the flops here is the unlikely premise for a classic sitcom episode. That's a tough one. Okay, Steve.
All right, the episode that ends the series.
Oh,
Well, pilot.
Oh.
How about a Sasquatch meets a Yeti and they fall in love with each other and hilarity ensues?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna do a bottle episode. In a bottle.
All right. Next one. The good news and the bad news.
We found out you're not doing your laundry. However, wait. You know, sometimes. Next.
The good news is you're doing
The
your
good
laundry.
news is they spelled laundering wrong. Okay.
There we go.
There.
The good news and bad news is McRibs are back.
No, that's a double. That's double there. Ooh.
The good news, Mrs. Smithson, is that you're not pregnant. The bad news is you'll never be pregnant.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, we got dark.
The
That
good
sounds-
news is your comedy is fantastic. The bad news is your career as a funeral director is over.
Wormhammer.
Okay, I got this one this time. The good news is that we found a shoe that fits your foot. The bad news is we chopped off your foot.
Okay. The worst time to ask for someone's number.
Man, this funeral director, man, he's a funny guy.
Jason Showers?
Hey, so I was the nurse in your colonoscopy, and I was just wondering, I know you're not fully awake yet, but hey, can I get your number?
French fry suitcase.
All right, just open wide. So, you want to go out sometime? I mean, mouth open.
Joe Lobb.
Hey, this is maybe not the best time to ask this because the bailiff is going to take you away for remand. But when you get out, can you tell me what your phone number might be?
Saw your hand, Moonman.
If the CPR works, can I have your number?
Popcorn.
So, could you tell me what aisle I can find the the treatment for pubic lice.
Oh no. Oh no. Chance of showers.
Okay, sorry, but so I've noticed that you have picked the largest of the penile implants, and I was just wondering, for follow-up, could I get your number?
Oh. All right, I got one. So, Mr. Jones, the adoption agency has declined your application, but Wormhammer.
Man, you guys make it so hard to get into the Canadian border nowadays. But while you're searching my trunk, I was thinking.
Oh, Joe Lobb. We got one more. Go, Joe Lobb.
Miss Madison, I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed having you in my class. Your youth has just been a real sparkle. And by the way, could I have your number?
Oh God.
Okay, next one. Unlikely pitches for new flavors of popsicles.
Ooh.
Asparagus.
Just one word.
Bratwurst.
Moonman.
Bratwurst and boiled egg. It's two sticks. You can break them apart or you can have them together.
French fry suitcase.
I'm still thinking about the bratwurst and boiled egg. The newest flavor from Nabisco, leather shoe.
Chance of showers.
Straight from Boston, fishmonger's wife.
Joe Lobb.
Whale with real blubber.
Wormhammer.
The leather part of the chair that your grandpa was just sitting in.
No, thank you. Chance of showers.
From the wildlife group, raccoon ivory.
Moonman.
You won't believe it, but it tastes like real afterbirth.
Oh, please move on. The knighting of someone. The acceptance speech for something unlikely acceptance speech.
I'm so thankful to be here today to get this award for best popsicle flavor. I know bratwurst and boiled egg didn't sound like it was gonna work, but it was a hit.
Joe Lobb.
Fellow teachers, I'm so grateful for this award for having banged the largest number of students in my class. It was work, but it was fun.
Well, I think the real sin there is that they used the word. They didn't use the highest number. That's a bad teacher. Chance of showers.
I'm here to thank you on the behalf of PAC for the COPD. Thank you so much.
That's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
I almost feel like I should be wearing a mask, even though we're this far away right now. I'm not even in the same room. But... unlikely things. Oh, go ahead, Wormhammer.
Yes. I'm really glad to be accepting the word for accepting the award for making up the word for fear of long words, which
Is he googling it right now?
is hippopotamusquidipalcapidiophobia. I can't pronounce it well, but it's true.
You made it up. You made it up and you can't
I
pronounce
just couldn't pronounce it well, but it's true. Thank you.
Okay. Chance of showers.
I got one more. I want to say thank you on the behalf of Boston's everywhere for the best makeout dog session. And we are so thrilled to have accepted this challenge. Thank you.
And that is Short Flips. Thank you all so much for indulging us. Next up, time for something a little different. A game we call performance art. I think, who's it going to be? Three Flops, Leo, Moonman, and Propcorn will be giving you a live performance of their brand new living art installation. What will they be doing? I don't know. They don't know. You'll find out. Time to set the stage. I wish I could turn it black. Oh, I think I can. Oh, I think I can set the stage. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Time to set the stage. There we go. You step out in the rain. You step out from the rain into a dimly lit club. A puff of smoke rises from a grizzled, old, ham-staked man-faced sky. The place reeks of old wine and hot, sticky mozzarella sticks. A spotlight shatters the darkness on a rickety old stage, and from behind a stained satin curtain appears a man. Or a bear, wearing human clothes. He grumbles into the microphone. We here at the Berenstein House of Wonder wish to welcome you all, but alas, no one of worth showed up. Instead, let us bring out our first performer of the night. He's a handsome fella from the mean streets of Wisconsin. He's gonna do something that's gonna blow your mind.
Oh my god.
Ooba.
Ooba, ooba.
No. Ooba.
Ooba.
I have never been so deeply disturbed in my entire life. And that moves me beyond words. Our next performer coming to the stage never was born. He was only arrived on the scene in a hospital. He had a mom, but did she birth him? I don't know. Here he comes now to show you how good his hands are. There we go. Something. Ooba.
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 Ooba. Oh. Oh, Ooba.
Ooba.
Ooba. Ooba.
Ooba. Ooba.
Ooba. Ooba. Oh, Ooba.
Now, if the first person titillated your sense of urgency and fear and left you reeking of pitiful stench, and the second person somehow slightly titillated your sensuality, with this third person, well, they're gonna make you want dessert. Please welcome to the stage, my hungry friend and yours.
An ode to planet Earth. I was born after a big bang, and everything was perfect. Sparkling water, blue skies, clean air. My environment was ready to beget life. And life, as we knew it, began.
Ooba.
Single-cell organisms were established in the land, in the sea, the air. And then over time, the organisms grew. And there they were. There were pigs. There were dogs. and there were ducks, and they all got along. So wonderful. They coexisted, and they thrived. And then it happened.
Uba.
It happened.
Uba.
Homo sapiens
Oh,
came along. They came out seemingly an advanced life form. But no, no, no. They attacked the animals.
Uba.
First, it was just for sustenance, but then it was for fun. Why are you doing this? Why have you done this? But then came the Industrial Revolution. There were cars and buildings, and they destroyed my ecosystem. I had no more ozone layer. That was it. No more protection. Why are you doing this to me? Why have you done this to me?
Uba.
Uba.
An ode to planet Earth.
Uba.
oh.
Well, as promised, as delivered. Remember, folks, that if you're gonna dress up with a mask and put on an orange jumpsuit, or dance around with your sexy hands on a table, or maybe be a grown man smashing a bunch of eggs with the Cabbage Patch Kids doll, that everything you do has meaning. And that if it doesn't, well, then you might as well be a bear in man's clothing. Thank you very much. And that is performance art. Woo! My goodness, you people are wild and wacky, going absolutely bananas. Too much for me. All right, next on the list of things to do, we have Leo. I hope you've been able to change quickly because you're in the next game. This game is a game for Wormhammer.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm ready to do performance art now.
Oh no, it was a scary ghost man.
What?
So this game is for Wormhammer and French Fry Suitcase. They're gonna do forward and reverse. In the chat, what I'd like to see from you guys, if you could, is a relationship between two people or a non-geographical location. Put them both, and if you don't, I'll scroll up to when you put those last, and I'll grab one from there. These two people are going to be playing forward and reverse. They're going to be doing a scene. At some point during the scene, I'm going to stop them and make them do it backwards. I'm going to make them do it forwards. I'm going to make it do it fast forward. I'm going to make it do it rewind. I might change the language. It's going to be a fun time for all. Both of you know the rules and are satisfied with that, correct?
Yeah.
Is being satisfied do I have to be?
This is
Okay,
America. You could be as miserable as you want. Okay, I do like the first one that came in, so we're gonna go with the first one that came in. I will be directing from off screen, and your relationship is policeman and criminal, or police person and criminal. Chat, we're trying to be open-minded here. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Inclusivity. Take it away when you're ready. In medias res.
It's a police person.
Get on the ground right now.
Okay,
You
sorry.
don't think I saw what you were doing?
I was a petty shoplifter. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Petty. There's nothing petty about you, sir. Get on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
You know,
Don't shoot.
it's men like you that make me sick. Stealing from a convenience store. What did you hope to get out of there, huh?
Candy.
Candy? Is that an innuendo?
Buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna fasten some buttons to some candy.
Pause. Oh, I missed it. Okay, rewind. What was the first thing he said?
I was gonna fasten some buttons to some candy.
Yeah, right.
Candy.
Candy? Like the edible kind? Or are you trying to be smart with me?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what they all say. All right, put your hands behind your back and turn around. You know, this was supposed to be my day off, and then I get called into a dumb convenience store to take care of little twerps like you.
Don't you want to know my master plan?
Is that a trick question?
All right, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I was gonna put the buttons in the candy, and I was gonna wrap the candy back up. I was gonna feed it to my friends, but they wouldn't know there was a button in there.
Oh, I missed the first line. Reverse.
Don't you want to know my master plan?
Is that a trick question?
I'll tell you. I
Oh.
was gonna put in some candy. I was gonna put in the buttons in the candy and put the candy back in the wrapper. And I was gonna feed it to my friends, but they wouldn't know the button was in there.
So was this a poison thing or a practical joke thing? They
Backwards.
both have the same offense.
They wouldn't know the button's in there.
So was this a practical joke thing or a poison?
All right, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Don't you want to know my master plan?
Is that a trick question?
Okay, I'm on the ground.
Oh. And you're all sad.
Okay, I'm on the ground.
What did you think you were getting up to, huh? At a convenience store at this time of night?
Oh no, it's a police person.
Get on the ground.
All right, I'm stealing all these buttons and I'm stealing all the candy.
Ooh, this light sounds nice. Move right past all the traffic. What's going on there?
This is the store. I should go in here and steal the candy.
All right, play. I went too far back. Play.
So this is the store. I should steal the candy and the buttons.
What's going on over there?
Oh, I remember this part. Double speed.
I'm getting all the candy and the buttons.
Get on the ground.
Okay, I'm on the ground.
You dumb petty thief.
Candy.
Turn around.
Don't you want to know my master plan?
I don't know, do I?
I'll tell you. I was gonna
Okay.
put buns in the candy, and the candy, and the buns, and the friends would know
Poison
the candy
thing, or is
and the
it
buns.
a weird kid thing.
They wouldn't know the buttons were in there. I'm gonna feed them, and they were gonna die.
Oh, well, that's okay. We're gonna indict you for murder then. Get in the back of the car.
Shoot, I said too much.
We're gonna book you, sir.
Listen, I thought this was a night robbery. Why is there so much traffic?
New York City, baby. There's always traffic.
Oh,
And scene. Ding ding. Wonderful job. Let's see here. Team Chansa Wormlob. What? I don't even remember the name of the teams now. 100 points to Chansa Wormlob. 101 points to French Moon Corn. French Moon Corn. I should have written these down. But great job all around. Next is everybody's favorite game. I think we bought Andrew enough time to be able to get back from cleaning up all the eggs off of. Hey, there he is. That's the French Moon Corn himself. We're about to all go to a party. We've all been invited to a Thanksgiving feast at the Van Bortles. I hope you're all ready, because the Van Bortles only serve the finest. Joe Syphilis. Okay, no, it's me alone. Okay, Joe Syphilis, hello. Happy Thanksgiving to you, although I'm not grateful to be this close to you.
Well, that makes two of us. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, although I can't imagine what you have to be thankful for.
Oh, I have many things to be thankful for, Joe Syphilis, none of which involve you in the slightest.
Thank God. That's what I'm thankful for.
Yes, well, what will you be dining on this evening, Joe Syphilis?
Oh, nothing but the fine turkey breast and mashed potatoes and stuffing.
Of course, you're a breast man, not into the dark meat of the thighs.
No, I'm afraid not. Consider scraping those off my plate to any raccoon that's around under the table.
Yes, well, I heard that Bisquick has been taking care of the raccoon lately.
You don't say.
I do say.
Well, you do say. Oh.
There's the devil himself, Bisquick. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Bisquick has lost his voice again.
Again.
I've just been outside now with said raccoon, and I must say she makes for a lovely date.
That must be Taffy's sister-in-law you're talking about there. Yes, we've all had a date or two with Taffy's sister-in-law. Yes.
Something like the town bicycle. I thought for a moment you were going to say Cedric, but if we're lucky, he won't show.
Where is Cedric these
Good
days?
evening, gentlemen.
No idea, and I don't care.
Hello, Bartholomew.
Ah, you must be confusing me. I am new to this house. I am Magnus Van Bortle.
Magnus.
Magnus. Well, Magnus, let me tell you now, it is very clear you're pulling the same trick that Bisquick pulled and trying to change your last name to Van Bortle. We've all tried it. It doesn't work.
Clearly it hasn't.
Well, I must say that I've married into this house. You must believe me.
As if this house would want to marry you.
Who's the lucky bride?
Well, it's actually the Bisquicks which you speak of.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
You've married Bisquick.
Indeed.
Bisquick, come back here. We need to talk about your nuptials.
Maybe they don't want to be seen together, or he doesn't want them to be seen together.
Well,
Hey, it's Vinny Van Bortle from Van Bortle Chevrolet. Our Thanksgiving sale, you get 2 Malibus for $1,500 just this week. Van Bortle Chevrolet, come on down. We'll throw in the cup holder.
We told you never to come back here.
Yes.
What?
It's
Van Bortle, right? I'm the Van Bortle. Van Bortle Chevrolet.
We told you to go hawk your piece of trash cars somewhere else. Don't make me get Persephone out here. Persephone! Persephone!
Where's Bisquick? Ah, my one true love is fleeing once again.
What is all this ruckus about?
Did someone call for Bisquick?
Bisquick! So glad you're here, my beloved.
We had one of those car salesmen here again, Persephone.
What will we do selling those cheap cars?
I saw them running down the street in some Chevrolet. We don't drive Chevrolets.
I would offer to make chase, but I must make dinner.
That is a poor man's car, if I ever did hear one.
Indeed.
I don't drive at all. I have a driver myself. Oh, if it isn't Stefan, hello.
Oh, I'm here to have a word with Magnus.
Yes, Stefan, I don't believe we met, but it's a pleasure.
We haven't. But
no.
you left your wife in the car. I brought her in.
Yes. Bisquick, at last. Come here. Wait, which
Perhaps
car?
an unlikely couple if I ever did see one.
Oh my goodness.
Around here, it's the norm.
Bisquick,
You know how those aristocrats can be.
Don't I?
Bisquick, what car did you say Bisquick was in?
Oh, well, he was nearly hit by that crazy man riding off in the Chevrolet.
That fool. You should know not to
the
mess
air
with my
freshener.
beloved Bisquick.
Yes, and on my wedding day of all days.
Yes, wedding.
Chipping out again. Are we now?
Yes, yes, yes.
4th time's the charm.
Yes, I thought if I evolved to someone else in the animal kingdom, perhaps I would be luckier this time. And clearly I am.
So who is
Just
who's
check yourself
lucky?
for any venereal diseases.
Ooh.
Who's the lucky goat?
The lucky goat was literally found in a Bisquick box, and I just thought it was meant to be.
Biscuit.
Water, eh?
Indeed.
You've been having goats inside of you this whole time?
goats
we are-
beside me.
Oh,
Darling, you're here.
Well, that's enough for another volume of the Van Bortles Chronicles. I think I shall go tie myself to a typewriter with a good stiff bottle of scotch.
Darling, should I be seeing you on our wedding day?
Oh, yes, of course.
Don't believe I've heard such an accent before.
It is me, Tiffany. I am here in the Bahamas.
Oh, Tiffany, my love, you must come home soon.
Oh, yes, we will be there shortly.
Now, whatever you do, stay away from those curry farmers, okay?
Oh, my God, I'm so scared of those curry farmers. I can't even begin to tell you.
Surely be getting flashbacks to the Darwin Island goat exterminations, aren't we? You don't
Darling,
know?
run! They're exterminating goats!
Yes.
No, oh no, I must go. I'll see you soon.
Ah, right out of
I am on my way. I'm coming to get you, my little love muffin.
Well, I also should be off, for I'm late again for another goat extermination parade, by golly, and I will not get the lame goat this year. Goodbye.
Oh, I think I have tickets to that too. I'll meet you there.
I'll be performing in it, actually. I'll see you there.
Well then, I guess it's the yacht club for me.
And that was the Van Bortles Thanksgiving. Was it very Thanksgiving-y? Were you grateful? I'm happy everyone has found love in the Van Bortles universe. A goat and a box of Bisquick. We have one last game. I believe we have enough time for it too. I want to leave this, well, I guess I won't be able to leave this background. Last game, we're going to do good advice, bad advice, worst advice. If you wouldn't mind, Dave, Joe Lobb, putting an order in the chat for us, because it is way at the top. So, basically, we're going to be answering your questions from the audience, giving you advice on whatever you need. So please put in the chat if you have any advice, anything in the world that you need advice on. We're here to help. We've got numbers of satisfied customers in the past. X plus one.
We're 12. We're 12 satisfied customers away from being in the double digits.
We're 12 satisfied customers away from breaking even on the number of people we've killed and the number of people who were satisfied. All right, so. Oh, I thought this was a question. Mrs. Gumby said, "Why can't women be criminals?" No, Mrs. Gumby, the thing is that criminals is gender neutral, but policeman is not gender neutral. Policeman is a gendered term. All right, so enough of that weird aside. Order in the chat. First on the list is going to be Propcorn, and the question Propcorn comes from Mrs. Gumby. How do I make better mashed potatoes than Cousin Jenny?
Well, I found the secret to the best mashed potatoes is actually boiling your potatoes with the skin on. So you do still have to wash them and put them through their proper boiling, but once they've boiled and you add your cream and you add your butter and you mash them with the skins and even a little of cheddar cheese as well, and these are just spectacular mashed potatoes.
All right. Well, you look a little skeptical. What's that about?
That's the way it's been done, for so long. It's like, when are we gonna have anything new? So I have a bit of more like avant-garde way of doing it. So first, I go into my yard. You can also use someone else's yard if you know them or not, doesn't really matter. You're gonna build a fire, preferably a bigger one. You really wanted to get those flames up, and you're gonna take your potato, as many as you need to feed your family. And you're going to get one of those sticks, and you're just going to hold the potato over the fire like it was a s'more. Now, once it burns a little bit, you're just going to put it all into a bucket and then just keep stepping on it until it's mashed. And it's kind of like the old-timey way, but it's really big in like elite circles to do it that way. So you get a good flavor profile that way.
I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, I don't know. You seem like you're...
Well, both previous answers have gotten a little bit too deep into the weeds of actual cooking. Your mashed potatoes are fine just as they are. The problem is when you compare them to Jenny's potatoes. Eliminate Jenny, eliminate the comparison, and you're fine. I got a friend who can do it for you for $500, $250 down, and the rest upon completion.
Our prices went up, Dave.
Oh, okay, sorry.
20%.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. I hope that helped your potato problem. There's a lot about work going on. Someone's got issues with work, so let's grab one of these work ones. This one says how to tell a coworker to show up, but I'll open the doorway to how to deal with a talkative coworker. How about that? We'll open it up to how to deal with a talkative coworker, and that will go first over to Wormhammer.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had experiences like this. You got a guy, he wants to talk a lot. You're just trying to focus. He's not picking up on the social cues. He's not picking up on the 5 yawns you've done and the head nods, and that you're not really paying attention to the conversation. Sometimes you just gotta be straightforward. You gotta say, Jerry, man, listen, I'd love to talk, but I really got to get back to work. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. Maybe we can talk some other time. And that usually gets to the point. That's gonna do the trick for you.
Trying to be respectful. Okay, I could appreciate that, but I see Steve there. Steve, you're feeling that's a little wrong?
Yeah, I mean, you give them free reign. They're just going to keep talking. I find it's best to find ways to make them feel uncomfortable. Then they're going to keep the conversation short. I mean, it could be something, simple. Maybe every time they're talking to you, make eye contact, pick your nose, try to get stuff out of your teeth, dig out a little earwax, a lot of the basic gross things that people don't like. I mean, if you're close enough face to face, it's going to make them want to go away.
Well, not very polite, but I think we do have... Oh, Tara, Chase of Showers has something to say for sure.
I do, and I feel like there's a couple of scenarios here that could work. If you're in a non-Catholic institution, you could just say, shut the F up. Or if you are in a Catholic institution, you could possibly grab the crucifix off the wall, stab them with it as you yell, shut the F up. I mean, it's sometimes it's therapeutic for one or both of you, probably more so for you who has the crucifix, but it's a religious experience.
For sure. Also works in Protestant, does not work in Eastern Orthodox. Interestingly, it's just the shape of the crosses. They just don't work. I think we got time for one more. And this one comes from our friend in the chat, Mrs. Gumby. What's the best way to make sure that I get the best turkey leg? Mrs. Gumby, I can help you with this one. When the table is set, usually the turkey's on the table, you want to sit in the chair closest to it. But I want to remind you that Thanksgiving isn't about the turkey. Thanksgiving is about the people that you're sitting around the table with. And you should be willing to share what you have the best of with everyone around you. And not violently attack the turkey leg, possibly injuring the hands of dozens and dozens of family members. So I hope that helped. But it does look like maybe Popcorn disagrees with me on that regard.
No. I've got experience with this,
Okay.
of course, because typically at Thanksgiving, my Uncle Murray would get the go for the turkey leg, the best turkey leg. And what I was able to do is eventually I would take a bottle full of Valium and I would pour it into his soup, which would come the course prior to the turkey. And he would usually, fall asleep in his soup. One time he nearly drowned and everyone basically had to go with him to the hospital. And then that would, clearly secure the turkey leg for you if you poison the people at your table.
I am not sure that Uncle Murray was the villain of the story anymore. But French Fry Suitcase, I think you might have something to say in this regard.
Yeah, so I'm not super sure about that. Like, in my opinion, the way you got to think.
And that was good advice, bad advice, worst advice, everybody.
You know what? I think I feel like I'm in tune with her, and I feel like what she wanted to say was what you need to do is to, did forks go on the left side?
Yes.
And knives are on the left?
Knives are on the right.
Knives are on the right.
Spoons
so I
in the
think
middle.
what you wanted to say was go to your right side, pick up the knife, hold it up threateningly.
Like a crucifix.
Well, no, not like, it's just not a religious holiday. Unless you're, we won't get into, no, it's not a religious thing. So pick up the knife in your right hand, make eye contact with every single person at that table, and you tell them if they do not leave your meat alone, you are going to slash their throat. And that is how you have a successful Thanksgiving holiday.
Okay. Well, thank you for speaking on behalf of French Fry Suitcase. And this is the final game. Points this game for absolutely great comedic timing. Gonna go to team 1. 100 points to French Mooncorn for that one. And that means at the end of today's episode of Comedy Flops, French Mooncorn did win John's car, Creme Fraser's
All right.
What?
So
I called dibs on second Tuesdays.
It's all yours.
You bitches better pick us up in that car so we can do some damage.
Oh, we're gonna get crunk in John's 2015 compact. Woo.
There you go.
All
Gonna
right, thank
smell
you.
like bratwurst and eggs.
Get the bratwurst and eggs. And we're
I
done.
got chickens. I got plenty of eggs.
Yeah.
Uncle Maury will handle the bratwurst.
Uncle Murray is passed out in his soup in the back seats, spread it all over the shop.
Ultimately, I feel like teams are a nil because we could all work together on this project.
Well, that's up to French Mooncorn if they want to team up. French Mooncorn,
I feel like we could combine.
You could.
Well, we know what happens if we give Leo the keys.
Okay, come on, man. Come
Air
on.
freshener will be gone, sir.
So I guess the new team is French Mooncorn's chance of Joe Hammer.
What? Okay.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Thanks for
We'll take
joining
a
us, everybody, for Comedy Flops. And with that, we would we'll end the show. I'll leave the donation link up for a little while for you guys to perhaps put a little money in. I think we've raised a little over $150 for Tompkins County Workers Center, and we appreciate that. There's a new donation link up now. The old one was busted. The donation ended, or the charity. Oh my gosh, I can't think of words. Anyways, there's one up. It's available. Go ahead, put money in if you've got the funds. We'd appreciate it. And we will see you first December 7th will be December 8th.
8th in Cortland.
December 8th will be in Cortland. Steve, what's the name of that place?
It's the Ake Gallery.
Yes. The cast will be at the 8 Gallery on the 8th, and then we'll be live, yes, in the actual location. And then the cast will also be in the downstairs just 1 week, the 14th of December at 7 p.m. in the downstairs. 7 p.m. downstairs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
and then
right next to the State Theater.
2 days
Next
later.
to the State Theater.
2 days later, on Friday, the 16th, we'll be back here as well. So if you really want to see us in December, you can't escape us. So thanks again for joining us, and hopefully we'll go check on French Fry Suitcase and see if they're doing all right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.